indeed a Korean. So I believe this is best of 3 format once again. Going to be starting out on GSL Crevasse. And the Protoss versus the Terran. So, indeed, we do have ReaL going to be spawning here as the orange Protoss in the bottom left-hand position. And we have DBS of the red Terran going to be spawning here in the bottom right-hand position. So, this could play for a very good match indeed. Love seeing my Protoss brethren. Very, very interesting. And indeed, Freddy. Although Freddies are all asleep, so they're not going to be able to do much right now. So what will we see DBS go for in a PVT scenario, or TVP scenario if you want to be pedantic? I wouldn't be surprised if we did see very heavy bio play going on for him. Mech not very broadly used in this, and indeed that is our pet dog, but god damn it. I really should stop reading stream chat when casting because it's terrible. So... So indeed, it looks like ReaL here not going to be going for anything too cheesy right now. Going to just be throwing that pylon down as his standard in his base. Didn't really want to send out anything to go for maybe proxy gates and things like that. I personally love going for a lone proxy gate outside your opponent's base. Not obviously showing, but you know, putting on pressure with an initial zealot or two, and then just playing a standard game behind it. It can be very, very strong against Terrans if they don't expect it. And in this current metagame, a lot of Terrans don't. So that can occur from time to time. You see a lot of that on some streams ever so often, and we'll have to see. So ReaL, meanwhile, going to be throwing down his second pylon in a good position to be able to spot any kind of drops that do go on. Not going to maybe see any drops, but wow, actually going for a super fast command center here. DBS, 15 command center pretty much. That is very, very fast indeed. Not going for a barracks before that. No, no, no. He is driven on the economy at this point, and this is actually going to get him very far ahead unless ReaL goes for some very, very aggressive play. You know, and I won't put it past him. He is Korean, and the Korean server is notorious for going for hyper aggression. So maybe we'll see that. But meanwhile, you know, if DBS builds as well as he can do, like going for siege tanks, maybe going for quick siege tech as well, he could be in a good position to be able to defend anything that does come his way. And, you know, bunkers are also so very good at the top of this ramp as well. Just need a bit of a drink. Dear me. So, looks like ReaL is going to actually scout his opponent out last. Second barracks is going to be going down for DBS, so maybe going to be, yeah, indeed, going to be going for a very, very heavy barracks build, I imagine, at this point in time. It doesn't have any gases up just yet, though, so maybe that does allow, you know, have allowances for factories later on. No doubt we'll end up going for that starport for medevacs later on. Just such a great unit for utility, indeed. And looks like he's going to see everything that's going on here. So will ReaL know that that is a hatchery, a command center before these units? But wait a minute, 2 zealots going to be coming out here. Could have a fantastic timing here. ReaL doesn't have that much out to be able to deal with this, and going to be able to cancel this bunker, no doubt. And that is great already. But DBS not actually microing those Marines. Very, very bad choice at that point. And our lone zealot is going to be working our way at that bunker, whilst this lone Marine in the back does begin to kind of kite that. More zealots on the way here, more stalkers on the way. This could be some very, very devastating early pressure. It's just whether or not he can get the Marine numbers out in order to be able to deal with this. Third barracks on the way, Twilight Council on the way as well. So it looks like our Protoss player not going to be doing any expanding anytime soon. More than happy and content to put on this pressure, and rightfully so. If he can keep these Marine numbers down, he's going to be in a fantastic position to continue this early pressure. Already a Stalker in the main. This is really devastating for DBS at this point. He really didn't, you know, anticipate any kind of ridiculously early pressure like this. Really could have got that bunker up a lot sooner, and now working on these barracks, really wants to use this Stalker to once again whittle down the Marine numbers. That would be fantastic. But a second Stalker coming in here, this could be huge. These 2 Stalkers will be able to do so much damage along with this Zealot. Really wants to take those Marines out as quickly as possible. More Stalkers on the way indeed. And a Dark Shrine going down. Oh my god, this could be very, very brutal indeed, as ReaL is doing a great job of putting on the pressure here. And with that Dark Shrine follow-up, he's going to be in a great position to constantly harass. Oh wow. So, looks like DBS is going to maybe, if he can get that bunker up at the front of his ramp, he's going to be in an alright position to be able to deny the Stalker pressure. But the big question is whether or not Dark Templar can sneak up. And throwing that pylon down there, will he try and get high ground vision to warp Dark Templar up onto the high ground? Going to be working away at these destructible rocks as quickly as possible. That Dark Shrine just kind of 2/3 done right now. It does take literally 2 years to complete, so that will indeed be done in any time soon. Warping in a few more Zealots now. They're going to tank a bit of the damage from that bunker if he does indeed go for that. And the interesting thing that he could actually go for here is actually use DTs as a mainstay in his composition. They do so much damage, they could take that bunker out, absolutely ravage it very quickly, one-shot the Marines, but more bunkers going to be going down now. He knows that the pressure is coming. Going to be using the high ground advantage. Will he be warping DTs up onto the high ground? There come the DTs. Probably just going to be sacking this entire army. He thinks he's out of the woods, but he's not. 3 DTs split up. The scan goes down, but it's too late. And that's a huge waste at this point. The sacrificial SCVs are in both bases right now, trying to run to the scan, but it's not going to be enough in time. He doesn't have any energy for scans at this point. This could be the end of it right now, ladies and gentlemen. These 3 DTs are going to be able to do so much damage. He's 20 energy off the scan there and 10 energy off the scan there, so he just needs to run around in circles before the scan actually comes into play. But even if it does come into play, he's going to just split up his DTs and be in a great position. So now he has scanned, takes 1 DT out. Is he going to even... No, he doesn't take the DT out. Oh, but there's the GG.